Disclaimer.
I don't know why you guys are acting. A wise man once told me that the best man's speech should only last as long as it takes for the groom to make love. Thank you. Good night. Sorry about that. We'd like to first start off by thanking our beautiful bridesmaids. Get a hand for the bridesmaids, please. Our fellow groomsmen, guys. And let's also get a big round of applause for our beautiful bride over here, Brandy. She looks beautiful tonight. A special thanks to Brandy's parents. Thank you for all your hard work and putting this weekend together. It's beautiful and unforgettable for everyone. A special thanks to Brandy's parents for raising a beautiful and loving, caring woman. And thank you to Grant's parents. All your other children are wonderful. For those of you who don't know us, this is Chris, and this is Joe, and together we are the best friends. We've known Grant for 10 plus years. We're Grant's best friends, his roommates, crew teammate, fraternity brother, and on a side note, Grant and I have been roommates, and just until recently, until they moved out, for about 9 years. So the state of Georgia actually constitutes that as a common law marriage. So actually, Grant, I need you to sign this paperwork here. Brandy, I hope you're happy with half. So neither one of us has ever been a best man before, and when Grant asked us if he would be his, we both looked at him and we were like, are you sure that's a good idea, man? And then he told us who the rest of the groomsmen were, and we were like, yeah, that makes total sense. With no real experience to draw from, we did what any newly appointed best men would do, and we Googled it. So, through our hours of extensive research, we found out that Grant was born on November 30th, 1981, at the Baptist Medical Center in Jacksonville, Florida. Other than the song "Physical" by Olivia Newton-John, there was no real historical event that we could link to his birth. Upon further investigation, we discovered that at the Baptist Medical Center in Jacksonville, the nurses dubbed it Ugly Wednesday. So traditionally, the best man speech is supposed to bring up embarrassing stories about the groom. But unfortunately, we were with you on all those stories, so it is not to tarnish our sterling reputation. We will omit some of those stories from this record now. Although, we won't mention some nights after college, after a long night of studying, he would fall asleep on the couch, where we would then put anything we could possibly find on him, couch cushions, toilet paper, anything we could really find, just to find him the next morning still sleeping buried. Yeah, we promised we wouldn't mention anything about maybe the infamous Drano bombers of Highland Park and their small reign of terror on the last few months of the 2005 school year.
That never happened.
Didn't happen. Brandy, we promised we would never mention any of that, so we're sorry. We're supposed to stand up here and sing the groom's praises and tell you all his good points, but Joe can't sing, and I didn't want to lie. It's fitting somehow that in the wedding vows it says, for better or for worse, but in this case, Grant couldn't have done any better, and Brandy certainly couldn't have done any worse. So now that we're... Sorry, it's true. So Brandy, now that we are officially divorced, I feel it's my job to give you a little bit of information on what it's going to be like to be married to Grant. First off, never, ever, ever play video games on the big screen. Don't do it. Second, never ask him if you can borrow the truck. And actually, I do have a short list of directions for you to properly maintain and take care of his fish tank when he's out of town. We don't have time for all that tonight. On a more serious note, though, Brandy looked absolutely stunning tonight. We would like to thank you for being so sweet, so fun, so caring, for your infectious laugh, for putting up with Grant's quirky nature, and for our shenanigans tonight. Thank you. We really appreciate it. Grant's our best friend because he's the type of guy that would drop what he's doing, in 100-degree weather to come help you move. He's the research king, in case anybody didn't know that. We come to him on advice for all types of stuff. Mainly electronics and car help. Grant's become sort of an amateur mechanic from all the times that his truck is broken down, so we always look to him for that. He's always upbeat, supportive, even when we have a really bad idea or tell a really bad story, which everybody knows that happens quite a lot. He's the first... Yeah, then I found $5. He's the first person to give you that little jolt of reality when we get too excited about something, which happens a lot too. He's also the first person to try and cheer someone up, or say something isn't so bad as it seems.
And Brandy, thank you for one of the most important things, Chris and I, is that you have made Grant more happier than we have ever seen him. We couldn't have ever wished for a person that's better fitted to him. You guys complement each other so well, it's not even funny. And I know it sounds a little cliche, but I've never seen anyone more meant for you two than each other. And in the last few months, even though it's been stressful, I've seen you guys grow closer together. I know that Grant was made for excuse me. Chipped up haircut. I need to read off of this because I'm not going to get it right. Closer, and Grant was made for her, and after seeing the look on Grant's face tonight, I believe it more than ever. Grant, it's been a huge honor for Chris and I to be sitting next to you guys today on your wedding day.
So in closing, Grant, when we asked you why you chose us to be your best man, the answer kind of blew us away. And we just wanted you to know that I feel the exact same way. You've been a brother to us since we met you.
He's crying. Okay.
We wouldn't be the same, if we hadn't met you either. Thank you.
Chris goes wait for the drink.
So everybody can please raise their glass.
To Grant and Brandy.
Wow, I don't really even know how to follow that.